The Queen's gone all out with this celebration, has she not?
It's great to see such a joyous mood in town. All we gotta do is go get our super reward.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tessellating Hexagons, and welcome to the post-game of Bug Fables. Well, it's not really the post-game, it's the ending of the ending. I missed the party. No way we'd leave now. I would have tacked this on at the end of the last episode, but I really want to take in this atmosphere. We've beaten the game, and I want this whole ending thing to kind of stand on its own. Tangerine, what are you doing in our house? Also, we kind of need to heal. We sort of fought the final boss.
Oi, it was a party for the strongest, right? Nothing here, though.
Shut up. Oh, we can't even heal. Can I go up? Haha, Aristophanes, my old friend. You can keep a secret, can't you?
Just this once.
And can we get up to you? Of course we can. Why wouldn't we be able to? Who are you fellows? Being in prison was hard. I'm gonna sleep for 3 months after this. Mood. Ollie, just a few contracts I brought from work. For fun. You're my heroes. Won't you sign my scarf? We traded with you. Seems I missed a ton while traveling. I'm Mar. Thanks for protecting my hometown. There are 2 countries in the world that I can think of that begin with M and end in R. Answers in the comments below. You might win a trip to Burger King. Paid for entirely by you. You're my heroes, Morty. So, I wrote you a song. Check this out. Nailed it.
Wow, everybody's here.
Many of the people we helped are here.
It's pretty nice, huh? This is what I meant, V. Helping others truly becomes a reward. In this case, literally because someone threw a party and invited all of them, but usually it's more figurative than this. So sleepy, so hungry.
Mood. Look, I'm your fan. Got lots of leisure time, too. This party's making me late for breakfast. What do you mean it's lunchtime?
F off.
Rude. How about you F off?
Puppy.
Okay, that's cuter. Do I intend to speak to everyone? I may as well. I don't think you could ever come back to this scene, so sure. I've gone out of stock. There's too many visitors. Haha, that's a good problem to have, ain't it? Thank you for your patronage too, Team Snakemouse. I bought everything you had in the last episode. You young'uns did it! You've come so far! Thanks, Chuck. Enjoy the feast. Yes, have all of the hearty eggs. I still have big feelings about that. I'm just glad life's gonna go on as usual. It's a good care of the place, V. Animal land. Thanks.
It was nothing.
Everyone, I went off to the palace ceremony soon. I just wanted to be the first to say, you're awesome!
Aww. Thank you, Chubby.
You're awesome, too. I would say, oh, you're not the first person to say... Actually, you're the first one to literally say you're awesome, so you know what? Yeah, sure.
Wow, you didn't tell me you were a real superhero. She's so happy now. I thank you once more. Team Snakemouse, you inspire me to be super brave. Thank you for making Bulgaria a safe place. Hey, thank you for everything. Let's enjoy the party. Peeboo! Neeboo! Peeboo!
I ship it already, except I don't, but I could.
Nero's having tons of fun. This is a splendid final stop. Uncle Ironseed, I told there was a party for the strongest, but Tansie's not here, and he's the strongest bug I know.
Let it go, Kabu. Oh, you two are my idols. Naturally, word of my skill was sure to spread.
Cut, you must polish your social skills too.
Can you tell I recorded too much of this in one sitting? Now you, We've not actually spoken to you at all in this series. Your time will come.
Thanks for always encouraging me. I hope my songs helped you too.
We'll find out more about that in due course. Etel, you're like Kabu's third option behind Neolith and others.
I'm so glad you're fine.
You worry way too much. We literally stared death in the face, V. I think it's justified.
I've been storing a special item for you. My super big thanks.
Not since Wario Land 4 have we had fire and ice in such close proximity, and then also a merchant who will sell us a smile for free. Clearly, this is the same game.
I knew the Bug Rangers would save us, oh my gosh.
Uh-oh, thanks for believing in us.
We gotta have some parts too later.
So yes, you, I believe, between Chapter 5 and now, went to the Golden Settlement, where you can buy Jade's stew, and I believe hereinafter, she relocates again. So we'll address that in due course. Hey, you're the one who hates water striders.
We travel the seas to defeat the enemy. You're brave, or nuts.
Hey, don't worry about the quests today. Have fun! Although, post-game, there are more quests to deal with, so bear that in mind.
Wow, the Ant Kingdom is beautiful.
Traveling the sands is safe now, thanks to Deep Snake Mouth. No one's going to watch a play on such a monumental day. I shall sit back and enjoy the show from backstage this once. I mean, remember that time we kicked your ass? Nothing like a ceremonial duel. Shame Ari couldn't make it. Yeah, where is Ari? Oh, hello, you have a hat. I've never seen such a variety of bugs. What an opportunity to market the Thematically. Today is going to be such a business boom. Thanks for your patronage. Anything happening upstairs? Of course there is. They wouldn't let you go here if there wasn't a reason to. Various ladle birdles. I overheard some guards. It seems our kind may walk this land again soon.
I'm so relieved.
Seeing the world was great, but nothing beats coming home. So yeah, it was... I know Kabu has alluded to ladybirds having kind of a reputation as thieves. I don't think that was ever really expanded upon. Oops, I left my lunch. You again! It's fine, they're handing out food later. Can you give us another HP core medal, then? After both invasions, I'm glad to see the peace. I bet you are. Ah, the more important people are here, including the Welsh one.
Aria worries too much. Thanks for helping everyone out.
Venus insisted on coming to thank you. I must keep her hidden. Kabu, everyone. I've always known you would do great things. Thank you, Rum Tum Tugger.
The roaches live? I've got so much research to do. Mothiva, thank you for helping us.
Oh! It was nothing.
What was that face?
Thanks.
Let's relax, shall we? There's a good mood today.
We really did it, Deep Snake Mouth. I think we're like better explorers thanks to you. We did it. I think we all need a vacation.
Nonsense, we must work together to keep the peace. Oh good, more voices that are gonna kill my throat. Say, leave. With this factory solved, need an examination? Let's say we figured it out.
The professor didn't let me play spy cards with the others. Being professional sucks sometimes. I mean, thank you so much for everything.
Can you tell I don't remember some of the voices I gave?
I feel quite calm. Thanks, runts. Honestly, at my age, it feels like it's not my problem. But it's nice to see things turn out fine.
All kingdoms and my family are safe thanks to you. Words aren't enough. It was a moth the whole time. You should have told us you're protecting all of us.
I'll bake you a cake later.
Make sure to come and eat it. Yeah, Musa. That sounds great. Greatness runs in the family, eh? You gotta tell us about your adventures sometime. How about over our next dinner? You got it, Pops. Hope you're ready for a long one. I am not touching that with the euphemism pole.
Whoa, my uncle's so cool! Explorers are awesome!
Thanks. You'll be important soon.
Nellie's so happy today. It's all thanks to you nice kids. V, you're the best explorer ever. You know that? I'm gonna need a huge painting from the most talented artist in the Bee Kingdom. When can you start making it? Oh gosh, V, go to your ceremony already. We couldn't quite transport Layra to the ceremony, but she sends her regards. I do too as well, also, in addition to that.
Yes, we get the point, Hector.
My people are free. I will never be able to thank you enough.
You don't need to. It was the right thing to do.
So humble. I hope you'll visit our kingdom now that the dust's settled. Let us start anew after the ceremony, yes?
Yeah, as established, he was under mind control the whole time. Ultimax was a construct. This is the real General Fuff.
V, Copper, Leaf. The Bee Kingdom extends its utmost honor and gratitude. V, you've made me so proud. You've opened new frontiers for all bees.
Yeah, I really did.
I hope you'll come visit more often, my dear child.
Sure. Are you ready for the ceremony? This is the game's way of saying, look, you can't leave now. Yeah, well, once you go through here, that's it. You can't come back out here for talking to people. And I'd imagine that maybe not all of these will be here depending on the quests you have or haven't done, so I guess consider that. We congregate to celebrate the brave efforts of all the explorers who protected our land. Many of them are here today, and I can't thank you enough. But there is so much more to be joyful for. The assistance of those who believed in us, the freedom of the wasps from their tyrant, the promise of reconciliation with the termites, and the closing of the Everlasting Saplings chapter. A new future for Bulgaria and the Ant Kingdom. General woo from all involved. Team Snakemouth. Even though this is only possible due to the efforts of many, none can deny the great part you played in this campaign.
You know it, V, not now!
Anyhow, it is my absolute honor and privilege to knight the three of you as royal blades for the service to our kingdom. May fame and glory come to you for your brave efforts. Another woo! Everyone, tomorrow we work to become better than we are today. But today, we feast! Yeah, even better than self-improvement, yay! All's well that ends well.
We did it! We're like super famous now! Let us face this feast with pride! Team Snakemouth, move out!
And there we go. This has been Bug Fables, the Everlasting Sapling. And I should lead these closing thoughts with, this series is not over. So, this isn't the final episode in this series. There is still a chunk of post-game stuff to cover. And also, full disclosure, there are several medals that I'm going to get during the post-game that you could get before taking on the final boss, but it's just how I'm choosing to play it. So, this Let's Play has been a journey, where I played the game for myself, and then about a year passed, and then I sat down and started to record. And then 6 episodes in, the Fire Nation attacked, except that's literally what happened in the game, but no. Okay, be serious, Tess. 6 episodes into this series, I don't even remember exactly what it was that happened, but everything stopped. Everything went dark. Everything on this channel, gameplay-wise, came to a halt for exactly, to the day, exactly 1 year. for both this and Touch Detective 3, which I was playing alongside the first half of this series. Where, in both cases, literally, look at the video upload dates between episode 6 and 7 of this and Touch Detective. It was literally exactly to the day a year, and there are two things that I can't get over. That, and the fact that when I stopped doing Touch Detective 3 alongside this series, when that series ended, I started doing Pokemon Shield, and when that finished, I resumed Yoshi's Crafted World. And the episode of Crafted World that I came back on, bearing in mind the fact that I'd done most of that series and then stopped, and bearing in mind the delay between Touch Detective 3, Pokemon Shield, and that, the episode numbers continued to synchronize, which I could not have planned that if I tried. So, yeah, a lot of happy memories with this game. As I said, I played it for myself. I first discovered it, as I said in the Forsaken Lands, I discovered it because DaThings, or Ellie Spectacular, she was live streaming it. I watched like the first chapter, or just under, and thought, I really like this. I'm going to put a pin in that and come back to it. And of course I did. I played it for myself, and I thought, yeah, this is going to be a Let's Play. Because I very rarely seem to do these long-form Let's Plays. You know, my series rarely extend over 30 episodes, never mind 40. And it's been fun. It's also been fun to do all the voice acting in it as well. And have I overextended myself? I think so. There are... My vocal range cannot cover the entire cast of this game. But in doing all of this, it has been a joy to voice Team Snakemouth, especially Kabu. Now, I did develop the Kabu voice for a different role that didn't end up manifesting, don't worry about that, but the Kabu voice has far and away become my favourite voice for a character that I have ever done. Will I recycle it in other games? Probably, but it will always be the Kabu voice to me. Leaf, as I said, was inspired by Andre Braugher's portrayal of Captain Raymond Holt in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I could never hope to emulate that, but that was the base inspiration, and tragically, during this series, Andre Braugher passed away, so I feel like there should be some element of dedication within that, like me going, hey, you know, thank you for the inspiration, sir. So there's that. And then V's voice wasn't intended to be Greg from Night in the Woods, and I don't think it was exactly the same, but it was certainly cut from the same cloth. And then I had to work from that to make Joan's voice, because they're sisters, they had to sound somewhat similar. So, of the three, V's voice was my least favourite to do, but, you know, I still enjoyed voicing all of them. By the way, I just realised, Chompy will not appear in the sequence if you don't have her in your party, or if you haven't unlocked her when, hang on. I was trying to work out why there was a scooter appended to the Bee Kingdom Hive there. No, that's the lift in the entrance. Anyway, so yeah, Chompy won't appear if you don't have her in your party or if you haven't unlocked her, and I believe her ribbon will change to match the one that you've got her equipped with. So anyway, yeah. This series was a major undertaking. As I said, I had a head of strategy, HeatherOnStevia, unsurprisingly, because she is a super fan of this game as well, and there were things that I would run by her for fact-checking, or I would say, oh, I plan to do this, this, and this episode. Will that work out timings-wise, or is there a better time to go back and do this? For example, there is a medal that I missed in the Deadlands, and I remembered it after I finished recording that whole segment, and I thought, it would be awkward to go back for it. But we do have a quest coming up that takes us back to the area where that medal is, so I'll roll those things together. That's the sort of thing. Granted, that was a bit of planning on my part, but that's the general area where I'll run things past her as my head of strategy to say, does this work, does this not? 9 times out of 10 should say, yeah, you're doing fine. So was it necessary? I don't know, but I felt it necessary. And of course, you know, I do have to give a separate shout out to her for being the voice of Mothiva. I knew from the beginning, I'd forgotten quite how many lines Mothiva has in this game, but I knew from the beginning, if I was going to make such a big deal out of voice acting, I needed to get a couple of other familiar faces in here. And so, Heather was the first one to come to mind, where Mothiva is such an iconic role, I had to pair Mothiva's face with Heather's voice, match made in heaven, so glad I did. And of course the other one a much more minor role in comparison, but of course Europe Scalo 8 being the voice of Queen Layra from the Termite Kingdom, which, again, this was an idea I had fairly early on, and we worked behind the scenes, developing, you know, what sort of direction should we go for this character. We settled on a little bit Mrs. Doubtfire, which I really like, and I'm really happy with how this all turned out. So, yeah, I'm not sure what else there is to say. I've had immense fun. A lot has happened over the course of this series. I kind of moved out from my parents' house out on my own during this series, and at the very end of the series as well, I had to do some major tomfoolery with my computer because the 1st of January 2024 is the first date at which Steam no longer works with Windows 7. So I had to go out of my way to upgrade to Windows 10, which was a whole faff in itself just to continue recording the series. And I managed it, and I feel like, you know, timings-wise, that didn't cause too much of a delay. There was other stuff going on as well that did cause delays, like, you know, the festive season, so it all worked out. So, having done all of this, did I enjoy it? Absolutely. This is, I don't know if I'd say my favourite of my Let's Plays to date, but it certainly ranks very, very highly. Now, would I approach a game like this again? Yes, but not in the near future. You know, I do want to, you know, ultimately, I play games that I enjoy, and I really enjoy this game. And I'm hoping that I showed it off to a reasonable degree of goodness. You know, I hope that I painted it in a positive light whilst also reflecting well on me as a player. There are lots of little things that I did stupidly here and there. I'm by no means the perfect player, but if you do a search for this game on YouTube, you'll find people who streamed it, or people who do like section by section walkthroughs of just like the hard mode fights. I feel like there's not much in the way of episode by episode Let's Plays in the traditional sense. I'm not saying there's none, I'm just, you know, I have contributed to that. I'm not the only one contributing to it, but I'm glad to be able to be a part of that niche. Bearing in mind, you search for Bug Fables, there's a lot of fan content, which is great, that's brilliant. There's not as much stuff like this, because it's all either streams or, like, you know, myth-busting or that sort of thing. And a separate side thing as well, I have so many tables and spreadsheets keeping on top of all the things I needed to keep on top of for this game, and I would release those publicly if someone wanted, like, a checklist of all the things they wanted to look through in the game, but, like, people probably don't care, and that's fine. But yeah, I have a spreadsheet that's showing me, you know, I've made note of all the lore book locations, all the crystal berry locations, all the medals, the quests, the things you can spend crystal berries on, all of the recipes, which we're going to come back to in a later episode. I kept, like, a rolling spreadsheet of items in my inventory at any given time. A lot went on behind the scenes for this series, and it really came together, and I am really very happy about it. But as I said, the series is not over yet, and, well, I would say this episode's not over yet, but I feel like maybe I should wrap it up, because it would feel weird to, you know, carry on after this ending. So, yeah. I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode we can make a proper start on the post-game of Bug Fables. Crazy to imagine that we would ever get here, but here we are. So see you then for that.